It has been a long and cold winter, but we are opening the track up in 2 weeks, which means that from today on, we got a little bit of work to do. There's a lot of standing water over the last week or so. All the snow is pretty much melted out here in northern Wisconsin and Minnesota, and it has pretty much been a flooding disaster out here. Check out some of the video from about 2 weeks ago. It's crazy. There's a new river out here. Wow. Well, as you can see, today all the water is gone. So that drain is just a little bit slow, but it's always worked. I've got my #1 helper out here helping me today. So Cody should be here in a few minutes. He's gonna do a little bit of testing in the Cutlass, and then I've got another friend with a 240 who's gonna do a little bit of drift type practice, figure eights, that sort of thing, make sure his car's all good before he actually goes out to Brainerd the next week, and he's gonna do his first adventure with it. So, all right, before we continue with today's video, it is once again brought to you by Jackspania Racing. This is their drive-by-wire throttle body. Comes with both fuel rails, all the adapter and fittings you need to, any of the dash and type hardware. It comes with all the gaskets and everything. There's even a built-in CNC'd rubber gasket in here. Basically, this is complete drive-by-wire kit. This is a 103 throttle body. It is super cool. Not everybody runs drive-by-wire. They do also have cable-driven throttle bodies. This is Jackspania Racing's LS 102mm fabricated 8-inch tall intake manifold with fuel rails and drive-by-wire.
For you?
It does state, note, it fits LS-based engines with rectangular or cathedral intake port shapes only. Apparently it fits both. If you want to pick up one of these manifolds or any other LS equipment, check out the link in the description. Thanks again to Jackspania Racing for sponsoring today's video. Let's get on with the action. Speaking of the devil, here he comes right now. You guys are gonna like his new wrap on the Cutlass. It looks cool. So, we'll go down and get the car unloaded and set up some cones. Alright. Alright, truck's out of the way. We're ready to go. I think he's pretty close to being fired up and ready to rock. He'll be geared up and got his car all empty and everything. But this is the setup we're gonna have on Autocross week when we go all over the place in the next month or so. So we'll be hopping in the Cutlass and taking this truck and trailer, for part of it, and then under our own power in the Cutlass for the rest of it. So, looks like he's getting ready to go for a little warm-up lap or whatever, and we'll see what's going on here. I'm gonna get behind the barriers. Cold tires. Just put some heat in the tires, going the other way now. Definitely check out his YouTube channel. We got his camera set up right here, so we get his first-hand account of all the stuff he does with his car. Doesn't sound that good.
No.
So it just started doing that too, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, I mean, granted, I don't know where the hell the tune's at. It's never been driven in this car yet.
Sure. Yeah, because you got, it's EFI and all that, right?
Huh?
Yeah, you got an EFI on it and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was fine, but I also wired up this oil pressure sensor to cut timing, and it was showing a negative number there.
Gurgling.
I know.
Oh, yeah, I wonder if that would do it. Like, I suppose there'd be a TPS sensor on there. It doesn't know where it is if you don't.
Yeah.
With a freshie.
New file.
I gotcha. Okay. That sounds a lot better. That's better. Oh, so he had it figured out, so he's gonna go do a couple laps again. Hopefully that Nanny doesn't kick on. Apparently that's his oil pressure. There was something set up in his Holley Terminator system where if it was dropping below 30 PSI, it'd pull all the time. It went like -5 degrees, so it was running real bad. And, it's a safety feature, but anyway, that's what was going on with that. So this is the best thing about this track, is this is the only place, you know, in a couple hour area you can really do this. Well, that is running much better. So, test and tune is going well, and that's why you do it.
Just a little coming out.
The timing cover, the sender.
Right out of the sender there. So.
Well, so far so good. Little timing.
It's definitely running down. It's probably springing back on the header is what's going on. Even out there, just a little bit. Yeah, that's
just a little bit.
Right on top.
Oh, it must be all around this ring too, just a teeny little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that one should have sealant on it. I bet it's just splashing across.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Because I saw it there after just putzing around.
It's wet here. So the car's running better. You put an old tune in it. Is that what it was?
Yeah. I put it in the tune we had when it was on the engine dyno.
Yeah.
Which basically the only difference was the oil pressure safety, which apparently I'm just going to have to lower the threshold for when that kicks in.
Oh, well, there you go. Perfect time to figure it out instead of being halfway across the country. So. Alright, so I got rained out 2 days ago when I was out here. I'm pretty much halfway down the track, but my God, has it made a mess. And I don't know if these overhanging trees will re-erect themselves towards the sky, or if they're gonna come down one at a time. I think time will tell with those, but you could pretty much clear cut that at this point, and I'm not gonna do that with my little chainsaw. That is out of my wheelhouse and labor talent pool. But anyways, I'm gonna continue on. I've been filling up this little trailer and bringing it back to a burn pile instead of just dragging it into the woods and letting it rot there. Trying to keep the grounds and woods clean, or as clean as practical. But anyway, it's Saturday right now, and 1 week from today we have our first event out at the track. I'm gonna keep grinding away out here, but everything's looking okay. We'll be able to set up some cones, freshen up our paint marks a little bit, and a couple other little things, but it's starting to look ship shape for summer, and I'm hoping there's gonna be quite a few people that come out and actually check out the place or participate in it. So I'm gonna keep grinding away here. This is a lot of work, so I'll be filming sparingly, but you guys got the idea. This is all just manual labor. There's no high science to it, but I'm getting more of a method to doing this. I'm not really a logger by trade. This is easily the most trees I've had to clean up in my life, so I'm kind of learning what's gonna work best as I go. And it's just gonna be a long, slow, and grueling process, but this is how the pyramids were built, and this is how ships were made 200 years ago. Just a lot of hard work. Alright, so I got a little preliminary setup done for Autocross this coming Saturday. It's Tuesday right now. It's been a pretty wild spring out here, but I've said this to many people, like friends and stuff, but this is my favorite time of day out here. You know, you get all the frog noises, nice sunset over the track, and anyways, yeah, it's just it's a quiet place for me, so I like that. But the last thing I'm gonna do today is get the Mule fired up. I brought the battery out, it's fully charged. I'm hoping with a little bit of hot crank and action, this thing's gonna fire right off. So I'm gonna get the battery installed in it. It's all charged up. It's a freshie from 2019. And anyways, I wanna show you guys before the sun goes down how high this pond is this year. There's a ton of water in here. It's gotta be up, I don't know, 3 feet. The track's pet geese, amongst other critters out here. I missed it, but I spooked off the deer that live out here when I pulled back. Anyways, there's stuff like deer, coyotes, turkeys, and of course our friendly Canadian geese. I'm gonna get this thing fired up real quick, put a couple laps on it, make sure it's running and moving and good to go. Otherwise I would have to use, you know, the truck this weekend for in case of an emergency type situation. So more to come on that, but let's get the battery in here and fire it up. But we'll see if I gotta jump the solenoid. The ignition switch has been acting up on this thing a little bit, so I'm gonna go prime the primer bulb a little bit and see what we get. It's moving fuel, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. Contact. Well, there you have it. The Mule fired right up. That's great news. I got a whole bunch more little scraps of garbage cleaned up, but we're losing daylight out here. And we're gonna come back tomorrow and drag the drive coming in. And I would imagine pretty much the whole driveway coming back here. Trying to improve it a little bit. All right, so the tree line is all cleaned up. We got plenty of parking here for this weekend, and my buddy is dragging the driveway right now on the Mule with a small trailer ramp. Did a whole bunch of passes, and it's looking really good. So the driveway is looking respectable now. It's actually, you know, flat. Looks like it's new without importing any material, which is good. So I'll film quick him going by, and you can check out what we're doing. But all little divots are filled back in from the skid steer this winter, and it's looking pretty good out here. So it's a pretty good way if you want to flatten out or maintain your own driveway. You get a little piece of equipment, you can actually just do it. Works really good, so there you go. A little dusty today, but it's all right. So thank you for the help, Taylor. I'm gonna go do some more cleanup, trying to refill in everything that I took out this winter. The caveman that I am on equipment. So, you know, there's stuff like this all over the place, and hopefully it'll resituate itself by summertime and be halfway decent. But a little more of that to do, but that's about it. So we're about done up here, and we're gonna do the drive in the back, and that's about all for tonight. It got pretty windy out there, so I don't have a muff on this camera. It would have got really loud. But what I was saying is that it's really, really cool to see the vision kind of come to life over the last couple of years. And this, like I've said before, if you're new to the channel, this is the first time autocrossing has ever been available in the Twin Ports where I live, and within, you know, really a 2.5–3 hour radius. It's an old small karting track, but it does work for it. And tomorrow we got a pretty good pre-registration count, and we got rain coming, unfortunately, but the people have kind of shown, you know, a lot of people are going to come out anyways. But got all our barriers up, banners up, tent up, bathrooms ready, cones down. And it's all over, but not sleeping tonight, worrying about everything I forgot. And yeah, hoping everything goes good tomorrow. So I got a lot of the trees. I got all the trees cleared. All these hanging trees are kind of like a tunnel. Check this out. Our new track sponsor, Bladeworks Unlimited, the owner of the company may come out here this summer and help me actually take care of these for good. He's got access to a rotary forestry mulching type head with carbide blades, and he's gonna come down, and I think we're gonna clear out all these younger trees, which would be awesome because look at how much they overhang right now. Just wanted to park under it so you got an idea, but a lot of these things are gonna come down, there is no doubt. But that's about it for now. We got some sticks in the grass, but all that can be taken care of at another time. All the big stuff is done, so if anybody's gonna run off, they're not gonna go flying off into the cabbage and absolutely destroy anything on their car, which is good, and that was kind of the point. But this is the approximate course layout. Oh, there was a deer. Spooked a deer out in the woods. But this is the approximate course layout for tomorrow. I'll give you a quick overhead view of it, and I'm not going to be able to film too much. Maybe I'll be able to pass the camera off to somebody. But yeah, we got a functioning racetrack out here. It is legit, insured, it is permitted. This is a completely new, you know, to the area racetrack where a karting track used to be. So it's been quite the undertaking last year. We're in our first season right now, and I'm excited to see where things go. There's a lot of positive momentum right now, and it's an important time to keep that going. But I am tired. My friend Taylor and I have spent the last couple nights out here, and I'm gonna go home, try and get some good sleep tonight, and hopefully things go good tomorrow. So we'll pick up with this in the morning. We'll see you guys tomorrow.